Hi again, Rita Lucas from Gringo to Tico, and this is part two of why we love to live in Costa Rica. And in this video, we're going to be talking about quality of life in the social aspect and the giving back, being part of something bigger than yourself. And the biggest thing, Bill and I talk about this almost daily, if not it's every other day, about the quality of our friends here and the quality of the expat community and the ease of all of that. How everybody's an expat. We're all in this pot of soup, we'll call it, together, and figuring out life. And that sort of takes away from a lot of that stuff that you get in North America. And also, people know each other. We know who our neighbors are. We know and get together with people on a regular basis. We are very lucky that we have a couple, 3 or 4 places where we meet our neighbors frequently, and one of them is the Bamboo Room. The second one is La Monagrita, and then there's all kinds of regular social events like the Friday Dinner Club is a group of like 25 to 30 people that go for dinner at different places throughout the Costa Baena. There's a Saturday morning men's breakfast club that gets together at Marvin's next to the Costa Materiales Ferreteria. There's a Sunday morning group of women and men, couples, whatever, at the same restaurant at Marvin's. There's a group of us who kind of go wherever on Friday nights, mostly to the Monagrita first of all, and then we go for dinner. There's a Wednesday, every other Wednesday, women's group that gets together for lunch. There's all kinds of activities going on. There's lots of ways to get to know and meet your community and the people around you and to become a part of it. And we have our Facebook pages where we ask lots of questions. There's 3 or 4 different hotel pages that I've created where people can get a feeling for what's going on in the area, ask questions on the hotel community Facebook page. You can ask all kinds of questions. How do I do this? How do I do that? What about this? What about that? Who can help me with this? All that stuff. That's what that page is for. It's for creating solid community. There's yoga classes all over the place. There's a Dharma talks on Friday up at Rica. There's, so much going on in this little jungle, and it extends throughout the whole Costa Baena up to Uvita. So there's lots going on. The giving back part, the being a part of something bigger than yourself, there is the DOG, which is the Domestic Animal Welfare Group based out of Uvita. There's Refugio, which is physically based out of Uvita. Both of them encompass the whole Costa Baena. Lots of volunteer opportunities there. They run spay and neuter clinics. They do rescue operations and then adoption. Both of our dogs came to us, one through DOG and one through Refugio. So they work fabulously in that aspect, and there's lots of volunteer opportunities there. The volunteer opportunity that's nearest and dearest to my heart is the one where we help people and help children and women. And that's the Hotel Community Food Bank, and the non-for-profit part of that that's just being completed as we speak is the Family Support Center of a hotel. Because we are so much more than a food bank. We support these families in so many ways that we are not a food bank. And we've never been a North American style food bank where people come to us and get the food. We deliver vouchers where they go to the Hukaloa and get them they fill their voucher with what they need off of a sheet of paper that gives them choices up to a certain monetary value, because that's how we can really help these women and with their children. Some of them are single women for various reasons. Some of them are families where the dad is hurt or has had an issue where he cannot work. We've got one family we help off and on frequently because dad has a really bad back and he had damage to his eyes, so he can't see really well. So depending on what's going on with him, whether he can work or not, if his back's really bad, he can't. And then we get a phone call and we give them a food voucher and see what they need next. Our very first family is a mom with 4 kids, and the dad moved away and won't support them, and she was one of the poorest women in our area, and she works very, very hard, but she needed some support in a whole bunch of ways. So we off and on help her. She comes off and on our role. We have right now 4 young moms that have just had babies. They've got other children. They have nothing. So we're helping them with food till these babies are 6 months old, to ensure those babies, because moms are breastfeeding, that these babies are getting and moms are getting enough nutrition to give that baby a good head start. Okay, those are the kinds of things that we do. We have many fundraising activities that everybody can support in. We've got our garage sale coming up in this next week. We do our annual bingo. The garage sales are twice a year. We do our Take It to the Street event where we stand on the street and take your change. those kind of things. So those are our fundraising events. We are being supported very strongly by by Rotary out of Florida, so we're very grateful to those people for doing that for us. And there's tons of volunteer opportunities with that. So those are the things that are nearest and dearest to our hearts, and why other reasons why we choose to love our life and to continue living on the Costa Ballena and in Ojochal, Costa Rica. So once again, I'm Rita Lucas, and you can catch me on From Gringo to Tico on Facebook.